All right. Fuck it. Let's go for it. Cities of gold, baby.
The alien theorist theorizing case file 332, Cities of Gold. I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Andrew.
Zell pulling the Andrew card tonight.
Everything's fucked up, man. Everything. Half the problem for the first part of this was the cord to all my audio stuff was just unplugged.
Nice.
Couldn't figure out what was going on. Just unplugged. Perfect.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's been a while. You know, brand new computer. It's all fucked up.
Because we've had these kind of issues for sure. Well, listen, they creep up. Anytime anyone does any kind of hardware upgrade or anything, you're like, you know what? I would like to make a small improvement.
A little bit.
Absolute knocks you back 3 steps.
Yeah, well, that's why you only turn on your computer to record podcasts and you shut it off after.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's basically where I'm at with my computer now.
all I do with mine.
I can't do anything with it right now. It's just not working. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. We got to find one of these cities of gold so we can all buy new gear. That's what we got to do.
The thing, man, the thing with the cities of gold, when I was thinking about it, I was like, man, like why gold? And like, why ancient civilizations so interesting gold? Just because it's shiny?
Aliens.
Right? Like, is that what we're
shiny,
100%? Because like,
malleable.
why not fool's gold? Like fool's gold, like what's the only difference is it's not conductor, right?
Well, one's for fools and one's not.
Yeah. And I think real gold's a little more malleable, but it's like, what use are they using it for?
Well, gold is
shiny.
a crazy substance because like a tiny piece of gold can coat like an entire statue. Like you can fucking plate everything with it.
Oh, you can really fucking thin that shit out, eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
massive, and it like stretches
Little
over a
goes a
huge
long
area.
way.
It's easy to work with when you're
But I mean,
putting
that's
into things.
like
jewelry
that
and
might
whatever.
you could say that might be like an ancient reason they liked it. But in modern technology, it's just like a kind of like a superconductor.
Yeah.
As close as you can get to
also
it,
blocks a lot of radiation, so like use it for coating a lot of satellites and circuitry and stuff
Or-
like that.
The Anunnaki, whose atmosphere was dying, decided that Earth was the planet they were going to come to. They were going to grab an ancient hominid or ape, convert them through their DNA manipulation
By fucking them.
by fucking them.
Yep.
That's where the butt stuff comes from.
Yep.
And then they're going to take that species that they've made just to mine this shit so they can throw it in their atmosphere to block the radiation of their dying planet. It's obvious.
I mean, that's
Do you
pretty
think
much
it would
what
be
we
what-
used to do back in the day, too, right? We just made kids to make them our farm slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have 10, hopefully
workforce.
6 or 7 make it
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
But now,
It's-
how does it work? We're their slaves now. Like, how the fuck does that happen?
It's really done a 180.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
Kid's got all the power.
That's why we
Can't
gotta.
check
That's
them
why
out
we
in
gotta
the
vote conservative.
they'll,
No.
Bring it back.
they'll bring
Kid
back
slaves.
child abuse.
Yeah, you used to have beasts of Gévaudan coming around eating your kids. So I mean, we don't have any more of those.
We don't have any of those. That's a good, hey, Dan, that's a good point. We used to have, like fairy tales. Like, we had the Belschnickel. We had
Yeah.
Struwelpeter. We had all this
Well, you
type of
guys got
shit.
bears now. You guys all have bears eating your kids in like no time.
Oh yeah. What do you mean overrun?
No, not if the fucking super pigs don't kill them.
All right, yeah.
Do you think with like on Zell's talking about the Anunnaki coming down, like if they were getting us to mine it or we were mining it for them, wouldn't it make sense that if like they left this planet and they're not going to come back for a while, it's like these people then would covet gold because they were like, well, these gods coveted it. So then they made these elaborate cities as almost like beacons to the gods, being like, come back, look at it, look at all the gold.
Well, like that, I get that, but at the same time too, it's like it's ingrained in us to think this is valuable because we're, you know what I mean? Like it's our job. We were created to procure it, right? So it makes sense that it's in our DNA to like see it and want to, procure more of it.
But why?
Because it's part of us. The same reason
purdy.
my dog's never fucking been on a farm in his entire life. You bring him by any type of fucking animals or even our cats, he wants to hurt them. Right? Like, what if we're genetically drawn to gold?
Because it's actually like what do they call it, monochromatic gold or something, right?
Monoatomic, yeah. It's the one they
Monoatomic
always
gold.
pop up every now and then.
Monoatomic gold.
You can buy that shit on Amazon.
You can eat it. Yeah, you can get it as a supplement.
Yeah, that's the stuff that's in Goldschlagers, right?
yeah.
The gold flakes, it slices your throat and your lips as you drink it.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it does?
That was the rumor.
I don't know. It is an interesting thing. Like, well, yeah, why gold? Of all the precious gems, and I mean, we valued other stuff over the ancient cultures of humanity, but gold's like the one through all civilizations was the one. Different places
still
use
is.
rubies and jade and diamonds and topaz and like all the other specialty gems, but
Topaz, you talking topaz around here? Topaz doesn't even hold a fucking candle to gold. Okay,
depends where you are. I love it. I love a good topaz.
who's that? The blue? Is that the green one?
I think it's the yellow one.
It's yellow,
Yellow?
yeah.
Oh, topaz,
The emerald. I love a good emerald. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
good green.
sapphire.
Nah,
I
fuck
like
sapphire.
I like a deep sapphire.
Sapphire's nice too.
Listen,
It just depends who you talk to.
Shit about sapphire. You just hear pumping topaz.
Yeah, topaz is nice.
Team Topaz. Take your votes.
Open
fine
up your
with
topaz
topaz.
mine.
It's also it's fun to say, topaz.
Yeah.
They also each have their
Topaz.
elemental resistances attached to them. So there's that.
Yeah, everyone knows if you have a ring of sapphire, you're immune to cold.
Right, yeah. Duh.
Easy.
Yeah.
Like the boring physical reason for probably why people like gold so much is, like we said, it was like it's easy to work with, like it's soft, relatively soft, so you can kind of like mold it into whatever you want it to look like. But it's also like it polishes up real nice. Like you don't really have to do all that much to kind of take care of it. You can just like
It
polish
doesn't
up and-
corrode. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like you just like take a little polish to it and it shines. Like it has that very, that rare quality of just like you can polish it up and it just seems to glow like that. So it looks nice.
So what you're saying, it's really good if you're
pretty.
lazy.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Fucking pretty.
But it's like, yeah, if ancient races, did encounter like extraterrestrials that came down, and it's like, they either mine that gold or they're using that gold to kind of mimic what they saw. Like just like something like, if these, some sort of I don't know, like it's like a lot of descriptions of like their deities and stuff, they have like this golden glow about them, and it's like this is this when they were creating these artifacts or some sculptures that were rumored to, like especially with the Incas, they have like that giant golden disc that was said to have been like possessed by one of the kings, and they were just like, this is supposed to represent their deity coming down and giving them the knowledge of all of the advanced knowledge of like the ancient extraterrestrials.
Well, and it's also like every depiction of like the offerings to the god is like some sort of gold or like coating of gold, and everything's like that they
Or
give,
life.
Yeah, right. Like
There's a lot of sacrificing.
Little blood. Little blood in
bit of
there.
blood. Little
life
bit.
or gold, blood or gold.
Yeah.
Ideally, blood from a gold-plated knife, I think,
Yeah.
is the ultimate.
That makes sense.
Most of your cities of gold are the most famous being like El Dorado. Are
Which is
also
wild. I didn't even know that was a real. I thought it was an animated film.
no, it's like
about
it's ancient legend, which has been around for a long time. Like by 1835, like the myth had already been around like 300 years since like the Spanish started colonizing South America. You had this legend going around of this city that was either covered in gold or it was made of gold. And so, but the thing about most of these legends of the cities of gold is they're also associated with like bodies of water. El Dorado, in some versions of the legend, you had, yes, it was a city. Some it was like an actual person, but then other times sometimes it was an actual lake. And we do have evidence from other South American lakes. Like we talked about the one when we talked about, what was it, the what was the one city that's got the little square little blocks? I can't remember the funny looking square box that we talked about, the T blocks.
That's like walks into the lake.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
we have
on,
it.
Zell. It's your
Pumapunka.
moment.
Pumapunku. Along with that one, like that lake and other lakes we found that archaeologists have found like caches of stuff where it seems that they had rituals where they would throw like offerings of gold and jewels and pottery and all kinds of other stuff, and they would throw them into the lake as offerings to their gods.
Fucking. Anytime you're having a rage, you just fucking there's an offering.
I remember one of them associated with El Dorado, but not only El Dorado, but there's another one which I had forgotten about, which is there's another city called Manoa, which is kind of, the two of them are usually like conflated, they're usually like put together. But you have this legend of the like one of the like the ancient kings would essentially coat themselves in gold. Like they would grind it up really fine or into like almost like sand, and then they would cover themselves in like a sticky substance, or mix it with like a sticky substance, and then just like paint their bodies with gold, and then they would jump into the lake and like swim.
And then everyone just
try to kill
everyone just
007.
watches them. Everyone's like, yay.
Yeah, it was some were said it was like associated with a festival, or usually like a type of offering or something like that to the gods, because
Very Dennis Reynolds of them.
yeah.
I'm a golden god.
I mean, there's nothing like it. Like I said, like it is interesting that it is associated with kind of divinity for them. In some cultures, like South American cultures, gold is considered like the sweat of the gods.
Well, I wonder if it has anything to do with, like, a lot of them worship the sun as well, right? And just the same, the color of the sunshine, that type of stuff. It's somewhat similar.
Yeah, it's gold. Golden.
Yeah, it's golden. Golden
The
rays
representation of the sun.
And the sun is life. Makes things grow. I don't know.
I mean, that'd be the simple way. Simple way is always the right way. What's that called? Occam's razor?
Occam's razor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at this guy, fucking spouting knowledge.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, he went to school again. He guy's smart.
It's fucking wicked smart.
I mean, like, why do you got to get naked, cover yourself in gold to? You know what I mean? Like,
We're not saying it's right.
I know. I'm not saying it's right either. But like, to me, it's like when I hear that, it's like, I mean, there's only two reasons you're covering yourself, and it's either you've seen someone do it before, or you're like, this feels good.
Yeah,
right.
Like you said,
I like it.
the one of the ancient astronaut theories is that they're covering themselves in gold, or they're doing this because it mimics the, like, what they had seen, maybe like an alien's protective suit, or like an extraterrestrial came down and they were wearing some type of protective clothing that
It was all gold.
I mean, we've talked about other sightings that they wear like silver suits or like some kind of like shiny material.
Yeah, but those are the broke ass aliens. We want
shit.
golden aliens.
Yeah, but what if maybe it's white gold suits? We've been calling them silver suits for so long. It's actually white gold suits.
white
Straight
gold.
golden suits.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right, white gold. Right?
That's a good
People
question.
like
What's the
silver?
difference between white gold and yellow gold?
White gold's more ballin'.
Yeah, depends. I'd say
Depends.
yellow gold is more classical.
I don't know. I remember that when I was ring shopping. They're like, do white gold. You would really, like, you just really have to go with white gold.
No, but I mean, like, the actual, like, the element itself, what makes it white, and that's still gold. It's still like the same
It's a fucking
compound.
good way of them selling you silver and calling it gold. Worked on me.
Yeah.
I mean, white gold must be like, oh, here it is. White gold is typically plated with rhodium, giving it a silvery white finish like platinum. So it's not even real
It's
gold.
fake
White gold's
platinum.
bullshit.
White gold's fucking fake.
Well, you say it's covered with rhodium, so it's like it's still gold, but they want
Plated
underneath.
with rhodium.
Do they not work it like they want gold that looks like platinum, so they can work it like gold? I guess. I don't know.
It's 75% gold and 25% alloy.
Oh, okay.
So
So
it's less
sometimes
gold,
nickel, rhodium,
Not pure gold.
it's not pure gold.
and you're paying more.
We're getting
You got
hyped.
hosed, Andrew.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now I'm reading more about this. This is from
I mean, white gold with a
brilliantearth.com.
fucking cubic zirconium on it, too?
Oh, yeah. You can't tell the difference.
No.
Look, yellow gold is 25% copper and zinc. And 14 karat yellow gold is alloyed with about 42% other metals. So actually,
guess-
in the end, white gold is better. There you go.
I
You
guess
just discovered something.
I guess it makes sense that any of these golds has to be like mixed with some sort of alloy so it keeps its shape.
Also, it
or
would
else
just-
it'd be like silly putty around your finger.
Yeah, if it got too hot out, it would just warp.
You just bend it, it'd be malleable. Just cover your whole finger in it, just rubbing it around. So that probably makes sense why. But it's still just a strange thing that these ancient, like, they cover themselves. It makes me think that they saw someone wearing it as a suit or something, right? Maybe they went into the water and that's how they got teleported or disappeared,
Yeah,
right? They waited out in the water.
But
Because
that's
there's
like
something
to
to
go
do
to-
with
to say
UFOs and water, right?
The only reason humans have covered themselves is to like protect themselves from something. Right? No, we wear things that are valuable. We always have things that we enjoy. They don't just wear gold. They wear fucking diamonds, rubies, all that type of shit.
Animal skins.
Yeah, like it's
Bones
we see
and
it,
teeth
it's
of-
precious to us, so we want to wear it. We want to cover ourselves in it.
Yeah.
It looks cool. Lots of different
does.
reasons. Or aliens taught us to love gold.
Or that.
I mean, that's the ancient astronaut hypothesis right there in a nutshell. Why gold? Because gold protects atmospheres if you can inject little particles up there. So maybe we're doing this climate change thing all wrong. You know, it's time to get those gold particles out and start injecting them all
Maybe
over
that's
the
what
earth.
they're doing. Maybe that's what they're doing in the chemtrails, figuring out how to disperse the gold.
Perhaps they've tried a whole bunch of different chemicals. Have they tried gold yet? It's too expensive. You know, we're not quite there yet.
Well, that's why they're trying to buy all our fucking gold at 7-Eleven. Get that guy with his fucking trunk open, right? You know what I'm saying?
We buy gold.
Yeah.
Like what? What do you mean we buy gold?
Well, that's I mean, I think that I mean, we're gonna quickly get into the unhoused discussion here, but I think there's a pretty good racket for people buying gold out of the backs of cars in this day and age in the West. I think it's a lucrative market. You're getting that gold for pennies on the dollar if you don't care about where it came from.
If it's gold at all.
Yeah.
Gold or white gold? Or do they just take regular gold? Do they take white gold?
Yeah, someone out there testing, like chipping off a little piece and examining.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure there's some sort of
They're testing for sure.
Some type of
Yeah.
like, it's probably like
Yeah.
some electrical thing.
Yeah. No, the guys, they're just fucking alien. They're
No, what- no,
Anunnakis
they
wearing
got
fucking
that-
people skin. They know.
they got that little thing that they look through.
Oh, the little monocle.
It's for diamonds.
I seen a guy
Let's
look
find
at
out if it's cubic zirconiums or not.
I seen a guy look at
If it's gold, you got to
Gold.
bite it.
Yeah.
That's the only way to find out. You just bite
Yeah,
it.
what does that do? What's the biting do?
If it's soft, like if it's
Yeah,
soft
it's
enough,
soft.
yeah. Like you can bite into it. That's why you
It's
always
not
see the
gold.
gold.
It's not gold. You just break your teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, it's
pretty
like
much.
it doesn't. Like the teeth would leave an impression. That's why you always see the gold medalists like biting on their gold medals when they get them. Little thing they do, or at least look like it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
'cause
wouldn't want
fool's
teeth
gold.
impression.
Fool's gold is hard and isn't malleable at all. So that would make sense that back in the day,
Well, most
that's how they would
metals are
test.
hard.
Yeah, but
You would
fool's
think,
gold
yeah,
isn't.
most are. That's
so it's
correct.
like it
I would-
chips easy but it's non-conductive. So
Yeah,
that's why, it would
that's why you
be
got to
interesting.
taste test mercury.
Drink it.
That's something you should do to your body.
highly
right?
recommended.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Work for Nero.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some theories that were thrown out there was that the gold is like, it's not necessarily like a physical thing. Like it's like, oh, that's what they value so much, because when the original Spanish colonists came over here, like the first thing they noticed was like these motherfuckers have a shitload of gold, and they don't really seem to care about it all that much because it's so like they had so much of it.
There's
and it was
copious
just like,
amounts of it. Like
yeah, they were just like wearing it around,
picking their
but they
teeth
didn't.
with gold fucking.
But they didn't like.
Yeah.
But they didn't like assign like value to it. It wasn't something that they traded with. It wasn't something like that. It was just like something that they had. So there's some idea kind of tossed around that it's like the gold more represents like it's more like a metaphor for perhaps something like knowledge that
Wealth?
that like for like some of these golden cities that the natives would talk about, that would be more like those were alien cities. Like these were cities that were just like filled with alien technology.
I
or
like
stuff
that better. I like that better. If you're like the El Dorado, like the city of El Dorado, to the Amazonian natives of the time, it's just like it was an advanced city of like extraterrestrials, and they just
Yeah.
didn't know what else to call it. Like a city of gold, just super advanced, so much different than what they knew. but they had no idea what these beings were. And that city wasn't even a city. Maybe it was just like a fucking mothership,
Yeah.
a big ship that was just
Could have
there
been
for a
just
while,
base,
and then it went,
yeah.
and then it left, and that's why you can't find El Dorado. It's gone. It flew away.
Well, if you think about, let's look at the depictions of like when you say like something that would look like a city. Well, then my brain instantly goes to like Vimanas, right? Like Indian culture, where it's like these flying cities. Like why couldn't it be something like that, right? And it's plated in gold because that's a superconductor of how electricity or however this thing operates and power gets transferred through it, right? And it's just like you said, sitting there, right, sitting in the woods in the jungle.
I mean, yeah, if you link together some of the cultural myths of some of the like the people of the area, South America, Central America, it's like they always have their deities. They come down, they teach humans knowledge, of whatever, like either it's astronomy or math or any kinds of those skills or anything, and then they would leave. Like they would leave and then come back. I know, especially like the Quetzalcoatl, from Aztec mythology, would like it
feathered
left.
serpent.
Yeah, he left on a boat, or a ship is what they described it as, and then but always promising to return at some point. That's why you got a lot of Native American groups like welcoming the Spanish colonists as being like, oh, it's the return of the their deities.
Are you bringing
religion,
Quetzalcoatl with you?
Isn't that every religion always like people are still waiting for Jesus to come back?
Yeah. Well, that's the only way that's how you keep people in line. That's how you tell them, that he's going to be back.
Yeah.
He's coming
Well,
back.
that story is like so. Graham Hancock, our old friend, he actually got pretty much called racist for that story. But he was just reciting old like scriptures and like oral traditions of those people, saying that there was like some type of white-skinned bearded entity that was going to come back. So when the Europeans came, they had like lighter skin. They just like assumed it was this god or whatever this was.
I mean, if anything,
Boy, were
it's
they
just
wrong.
super strange. It's just like, you see these people come back, they've got like iron
of course
armor.
he would be
They-
white with a beard. That's racist.
It'd
I'm
be-
just saying what I heard. That's all. You got fucking grilled for that though, so bad.
And it's funny too because they're not even really that white.
No, they're just lighter, lighter
like-
skin. Well, I mean, some Spaniards have got pretty light skin.
I mean, they are Europeans.
Now,
no, but even back then, I imagine the
Yeah,
skin color
there's
in
still-
northern
there was-
Spain. Or if you're from northern Spain, your skin is not. You're not.
Well, I
really-
mean,
there's
there's
nice hue.
you got a
nice-
hue, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're not dark skin.
yeah.
You're definitely not
that-
from fucking Slovakia. Okay, my people are from. Those people are white as fuck, all year round. Doesn't matter how much sun
See-through.
touches the skin. Never tan.
translucent.
I'm thinking in my head as like, well, because like in different cultures they like really, like treat like in Thailand, for example, like if the lighter your skin, it means you're a higher status, right? Because more tan.
It's taking a
people are-
turn. Where are we going?
Oh,
here?
no, I'm just saying. Like, I wonder if it's something like that. So their status symbol was like in these ancient colors were like had something to do with light of your skin. So when these people come over, they're like, "Holy, look at this!" Must be.
I thought it was because it shows like you're not like with Asian communities like that. I thought it's because
Not in the sun.
You're not in the sun working.
Yeah, you're not in the field.
In Vietnam, because my cousin he married a girl from Vietnam, and I went there. We met them there. Like I was traveling, so she's like speaks fluent Vietnamese, but she's Canadian. But we went there, and then she told us all about it. Yeah, it's all about status. About if you're super tan, it means you're poor, pretty much to them. So if you have light skin, people
speaking
like
from my situation, you're absolutely right. I'm tan and I'm cold as fuck.
you got too much sun on your body.
They nailed you.
Yeah.
But as far as that, like, so when people like if you're a gardener or a landscaper in Vietnam, she's pretty much telling me that like, yeah, you want to wear, you don't want to get tanned, so you wear like a big hat, full long sleeve, a collared shirt. It's
Must
nothing
have
to do with
really
like
low fucking counts of skin cancer. Then that's great.
Yeah.
probably, or maybe that's the other reason. Like, but they just knew like if you just go in the sun too long, your skin you die. All right, just stay out of the sun.
It's so different. You come here and people are coating themselves in oil.
And then people like
Fucking
people want to
basting.
darken their skin so bad in North America and Europe that they just end up looking just like fucking leather face.
Old,
'Cause
old, those
just
fucking
wrinkly,
ball gloves.
disgusting,
Yeah,
fucking
old catcher's
ball
mitt.
sacks. Super weird. So one thing to get like a little tan could be outside, get a little tan, but the people
mean,
like
like,
They
maybe
fucking
that could
go
have been
for
a-
it.
maybe that could have been a thing, like with this when the Spaniards came. They're like, "Oh, these people are so light already. Like they must be with this other race that we saw." Oh, and listen here, let's if we want, to get fucking crazy. Listen,
Yeah, let's get
space
crazy.
Nazis, right? We
Space
know the Nazis love
Nazis.
South America, right?
You're not
we
wrong.
know they love South
went
You
there.
can
America.
always bring it back to the Nazis.
Right?
We
Always.
do.
And the people say the Nazis had help, right?
Aliens.
Extra
Aliens.
help, right? So maybe these are just they were like, hey, listen, there's no laws in South America. As the Nazi party was falling, and so they all went to Argentina, right? Set up shop, just like the space Nazis did in the 1500s or whatever. I'm just making connections, Dan. All right,
He's over there with
The
his fucking
1500s.
yards
I'm just connecting
There's
yarns.
red yarn all over
Yeah.
the fucking
all over
back.
this fucking place.
Wait, so were the Spanish colonists space Nazis? Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
get into this. Let's get into this real quick.
15th century
Yes.
space Nazis.
We
Wait,
got 15th century space Nazis.
Yeah.
Light skinned space Nazis.
Yes, what I'm saying is El Dorado was a
Okay.
ship piloted by space Nazis,
oh, okay.
right? And that's why they were looking like a lot of like Zell over here. Right? A bunch of
Okay.
Aryans couldn't be out of the sun. That's why they had to wear all these hats. There's
The
no
suit, the full
sunscreen.
suit, the full.
Yeah, there's
if you
no
have a gold
sunscreen.
suit on,
Yeah,
on,
it's reflective.
no radiation is getting through.
100%.
No UV.
Right? So
Zero.
These guys
The
are
whole
coating
point
themselves.
of these gold suits is to keep away the sun, so
Yeah.
you don't get tanned.
Yeah.
It's strictly about staying white.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's
Okay.
it.
We cracked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
they're just
fo-
dying
there's-
up against sunburns.
There's
right?
100
They're like,
one-star reviews right there.
That's whole.
And then they take off because they're like, all right, ships working. We're gonna go back to future.
Well, they left because the Earth was already starting to warm post Ice Age here. We're getting a little too
Yeah.
warm. There was too
Yeah.
much sun.
Okay.
It wasn't
Okay.
fit for them here anymore. They've just left.
Yeah. Where
Around this time.
Where do the bull sharks come in?
Bullshit.
Listen, bull sharks always come back. We always come back to the bull sharks. Bull sharks ate. Bull sharks swam up the Amazon River.
You guys are
to
talking
El
shit.
Dorado.
Uh-huh.
You guys are talking shit, but right after we recorded that case file, there was a report of a 90-foot fucking rogue wave on one of the Great Lakes, and it's like these happen once a
Yeah.
decade.
Yeah, a
90
foot.
feet tall.
Did the
Which is-
report involve a shark?
No,
Seemingly
but I'm
to
saying,
be ejected from the wave.
So, like
Into the
1,000
air.
feet, 1,000
I'm just
feet
saying,
into the air to bite
half-
off the wing of a
Are these
jet.
Nazi bull sharks?
yeah, no,
Maybe.
yeah,
Light,
They're probably white.
light-skinned bull sharks.
Yeah.
yeah.
They did make a movie.
They're a whitish gray.
There was a movie that it was.
Do
called
bull
Sky-
sharks
it was
have
called
blue
Sky
eyes?
Sharks, and it was about Nazis that had sharks that flew, and they used them as some type of weapon. It was
It's
fucking
all coming
weird.
together.
I did see that.
No, I think sharks
Sky
have black
sharks.
eyes, don't they?
Yeah, they think they.
Well, I just searched. Do bull sharks have blue eyes? It didn't tell me that, but it did tell me that great white sharks, in fact, do have a dark blue eye,
Okay.
not a black eye,
All right.
And they're white.
and they're white on the bottom.
Okay.
Not full white, just white on the bottom.
All
Where
right.
it counts.
Why does it only count on the bottom?
I don't know.
You want to explain yourself?
No.
Actually,
I'm not the right person to
anything,
consult in this
if anything, you don't want to be white on the bottom. You'd rather be black on the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's more than just El Dorado. All right. There's more golden cities. Let's keep
Sure.
going. Let's fucking
Yeah.
knock through 'em.
Yeah, we mentioned Manoa, but one of the other ones that's kind of out there is one called Paititi, and Paititi is like I said, like some of these are associated with more like just like knowledge. Like it's not about them. Paititi specifically is associated with the Inca culture, and it's when the Inca were kind of on their back foot after being invaded by the Spanish conquistadors. Like a lot of them started hearing this legend of like Inca, mostly holy men, scholars and stuff, like were taking all of their knowledge and then hoarding it away in this city where like the Inca people were fleeing to, and so there was always this thing of a motivation for the conquistadors, like they had to find this city where all of their riches, not only the physical gold, but just like you had all of their knowledge and things like. So some believe that there in Paititi was stored either. Again, I mentioned like that ancient sun disk that was rumored to be possessed by like the ancient kings of the Inca and to represent Viracocha, and it's whether that's actual physical golden disc or is it like a golden disc that is something that contained the knowledge that was given to the Inca people by extraterrestrials. And so they're.
I mean, like it's like a CD-ROM.
Yeah, it's like it's like a Beast Wars, like the fucking the golden disc from Beast Wars.
Yeah. That was a good show.
So that was one of the other ones. But speaking of Germans,
Was it any gold disc ever? Like, did Pizarro ever come across a fucking gold disc?
Well, he was slaughtering his way across the Inca Empire.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Massive piece of shit.
Yeah,
He wasn't
giant
asking
piece.
Can we talk about how horrible the conquistadors were?
Oh, they were bad.
They don't
Those
get
are fucking
they don't get
awful.
enough shit. You know, they
No.
don't get enough shit
God, no.
because
Give them. What were they doing?
everything bad.
Like everything, like war crimes on the daily.
I want to see those motherfuckers doing a few land acknowledgements. All right?
Just like
Yeah.
running with
It's true.
cavalry and just fucking hacking off heads. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I mean, it was like genocide was the
name of
order of the
God.
day every day.
awful.
Yeah, it's like wiping out entire. I mean, you had entire cultures just wiped out.
Well, I mean,
things.
in the end, yes, they obviously killed and pillaged and did terrible things. But in the end, it was always the disease that really took out the culture.
Yeah.
Because you can only kill, like, if there's millions of people, you can only really, like,
Yeah, but they brought that too.
so I mean, they brought
Yeah.
it unknowingly or knowingly, either way. And fucking, that's what really fucking took out that place. Like
and
90,
then,
I think they say 95% of those populations due to disease.
yeah.
Fucking.
And then it's always
insane.
kind of a bummer that it's like you had, right after the conquistadors or with the conquistadors, you had the missionaries like following on their heels, and then it's basically like culture erasure that they would just go in there and then tell them like your religion's wrong, this one now, and
Yeah.
then
They're like, what if I don't like that? And they're like,
yeah.
get him
And
out of here.
And it's kind of it's kind of also difficult for a lot of to go back and like look at some of these cultures, but because the only records that we have are through the eyes of the missionaries, like that you have that their interpretations of like what their like what these cultures were doing or things like that, or like just translations, like third
So
hand,
no bias is what
second hand
you're
accounts.
Zero bias, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
everything
Zero
was
bias.
horrible, and we came and made it better. They were
Yeah.
beasts, savages. We liberated them.
And it's like, and then we were talking about just Spanish conquistadors, but actually the Spanish weren't the only ones down there. Like the Spanish, we did.
Yeah, there was aliens down there and Nazis. We
Well, it's
just
like
discussed that.
there were Germans, not that all Germans are Nazis, but
There was Germans down there. What?
yeah, the Germans. There were German expeditions
There's
during
also
the
Dutch.
During
and,
the
like,
same time that the conquistadors were there.
like a couple within
Really?
a couple hundred years. Yeah, like they came down
Okay,
because it
well,
was.
a couple
Oh,
hundred
yeah,
years is a fucking
I mean-
couple hundred years, Dano.
No, I mean, like there was
Yeah,
stuff.
come on.
Well, I don't know if it's Germans, but for sure,
What a
like,
over.
for sure,
Give
the
or take a couple hundred years.
For sure,
Well,
the
it's like
Portuguese
between
and
the
the Dutch
17th
were
and
also doing
1800s,
all
yeah.
like that same time. Portuguese and Dutch were also sailing around.
Yeah,
setting
yeah.
up
It's
shop.
like
Yeah.
the stuff started at 1400s. It didn't end. Like it was still
Yeah.
like you had 1400s to like the 1800s. Like this kind of
Yeah,
stuff. So you had,
400 years.
yeah, it's insane. It's still they're still in there though. Like it was still going
generalizing
on.
by 100 years is
It's
not
nothing.
okay. No, it's
nothing.
not. Then it's
Yeah, to
being
you
like,
because
yeah,
you're 5 million years
listen,
old.
It's
hey,
fine.
we had the conquistadors, and then Zell tried to book a trip
Conquistadors?
to
The conquistadors.
and then we had Zell trying to book a trip to Peru.
That was it. That's what happened.
That was the return of the fucking conquistadors.
Yeah,
Coming back.
Yeah.
what is it, conquistadors?
Yeah,
Conquistadors.
conquistadors.
But it is, man, that's an insane time in human history. Just for like 400 years, this part of the world was just venturing to this new world in their eyes
and
for
they're like,
hundreds of years and just slowly taking
There's
it
no
over.
laws over here.
Destroying it.
Yeah, well, lawless, right? Those first 400 years would have been wild.
Yeah,
even
most of
like
them would-
even like
yeah.
when was like up to like 18 something, right? When like Texas was like the last like frontier, really. Was what, the Comanches?
Comanches were badass.
That was like the
man.
last, like that was
Oh my
that wasn't that
God.
long ago. That was only a few people ago, 4 or 5 people ago.
The Comanches were some bad motherfuckers.
They had to fucking make an entire job. The Texas Rangers? Wasn't that what it was? The Rangers? Wasn't that their only job? Was to fight the Comanches?
What a horrible job that would be.
Yeah, you get scalped.
Yeah, no thank you.
No one wanted to migrate west because that was get fucking murdered. I mean, and rightfully so in ther defense.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's their land.
It's their land.
Defending their own land.
But yeah, so I think we could probably take a break here and come back and talk about the other Golden City that was in the it's kind of in the recent.
Keep it fucking rolling.
Oh, okay. All right, then we'll just skip the break.
Brace for beach.
We spent the break trying to set up the show. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna pee in the
Bottle.
bottle.
Conquistadors.
I'm gonna pee in a bottle like the good old days.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'm gonna tilt my camera up, and I'm just gonna slowly sink down. I'm not gonna say anything for about a minute, and I'll come back.
What was the
Scared.
first?
Don't break eye contact.
Do you guys
Don't break eye
remember when
contact.
that talk? And it was funny because we didn't start having breaks for a long time, like 150 in. And it was like that one that was like, anyone ever have to fucking pee?
Yep.
Like,
Always.
like, yeah.
Always.
Piss
We're all
jugs.
peeing in bottles, not telling each other.
It's the way of the road.
I figured out that the only way to
cannot stop.
have a perfect pee in a bottle is you have to have a 1 liter Gatorade bottle because anything smaller it's too small.
All right, must be
You're
nice to
pissing
be
on yourself.
blessed, okay?
What, the wide mouth you mean?
Oh, I'll pee in a keyhole of the can. Buddy.
I mean, if I had to,
I got
I'd
the
force
great
it in a
white
tall
going
boy.
on, and I'm still fucking not able to pee in a can.
So that little glimpse behind the fucking scenes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun.
I do gotta pee though a little bit. I can hold it for a bit.
Just piss your
Okay.
pants.
It's cool.
Yeah. Everybody's doing
I
it.
shouldn't have put floor in the garage, then I could have hosed it out.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
Just put a
Drain
grate in
rock.
there. Yeah. Just put a little PVC
I should have put
drain.
a floor. I should have put a floor drain in here.
Yeah.
I just
We
kind of
should just
I just
get
kind of
fucking-
squat down.
We should just get
We just
condom
see
catheters.
the chair just
I like
kind
that
of
idea,
drift
too.
away from you.
Yeah. Condom catheters, unreal.
Probably feel
Pee
good
anytime.
too. A little bit.
Yeah, a little warm on the leg for the first little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for the
All right, no break. We're going. What are we going? Where are we going next?
Well, I was like, because when we originally put this episode together, Andrew was like, let's talk about Akator. What did you say, Akator?
Akator.
Akator. Which
Fucking
I wasn't
Google it.
aware of
It's-
because I don't watch the Indiana Jones, but you said it was in the It's mentioned in the Indiana Jones. Which
You don't
one?
watch Indiana Jones?
When I
Not
quickly Googled it,
there's
that's
only
what popped
3
up.
Indiana Jones movies in my mind. That's it.
Listen to you, Mr. Film Snob. You're the
That's
same
it.
guy that watched fucking Shark Tornado 4, so relax,
No,
buddy.
it's Sharknado, and
Whatever the fuck
I've
it
only
is.
seen the first 3.
Listen, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, very underrated. Very underrated. It's a good movie.
That was the last one I seen. Is there more after that?
Yeah, there's a new one.
And
Indiana Jones is about 900 years old.
yeah,
The newest one.
Harrison
He
Ford
is the penitent
80.
man.
yeah,
the new one.
which doesn't really make any sense because it's like he drank from the Holy Grail. He should be immortal at this point, but I guess,
He's still alive.
yeah,
And he's still
but
punching out
super old.
Nazis. So
Just,
how many 80-year-olds you know can one punch a Nazi?
Couple.
Captain America.
Indiana Jones is one of them.
Captain America.
Yeah.
There you go. Two.
Wolverine, I guess.
Wolverine.
But
Zeltron.
Wolverine, like humans. Human.
Oh, real humans. Mm.
Yeah, humans.
So yeah, what is it? But it's actually Akator, I guess, is based off another legend called Akakor, which is another legend of Gold City, which has like a whole thing by itself.
It's got a whole book.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
there's a
Chronicles
whole
of
book about it.
Akator.
Yeah, Akakor, which is a book by a German journalist named Karl Brugger, and then from 1976, and it's titled The Chronicle of Akakor. And I tried to look it up, like to get the book. You can find PDF versions of it, and I kind of flipped through it for a while, but it's actually written with like a preface by Eric von Daniken, our favorite
Yeah, boy.
cranky old man, and then he claimed that in this book he had it's basically like based on conversations with a is he a chieftain? He was a chieftain of he claimed to be a chieftain of an Amazonian tribe, and his name is
Tatuka.
Tatuka Nara.
Tucanara.
And he claimed that there's a city of Akakor, or he had knowledge shared with him of a city deep in the jungle which had dated back to 10,500 BC.
Oh, that's just post Younger Dryas.
So the mystery deepens a little bit because Bruger was actually killed by gunfire in Rio de Janeiro in the 1980s.
I mean,
Listen,
should we also touch on the fact that Tatanka Nara also goes by a different name?
Yeah, sure.
birth
we
name?
can.
Yeah, Gunter Hawk. He's German.
He was German, wasn't he?
He's German, yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's like, and he has a thick German accent. Can we talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah,
The
they call me
chieftain?
Tatanka, yeah.
Yeah, the chieftain of this.
I am the chieftain of the Brazil.
Yeah, he told the legend in German too.
Yeah.
Well, it's perfect though. The setting, like they meet at this like seedy little bar in Brazil,
Yeah,
and he tells them the tale of fucking
his CD.
Akakor.
He in a Bavarian village.
Yeah,
All Bavarian Billies.
but it goes to the point where like he agrees to take him to Akakor because Tatunka's been there, right?
Yeah.
So he agrees to take him on a journey to Akakor, but unfortunately,
It's his.
they never made it.
Listen, and Gunter, or sorry, Chief Tatanka, his backstory is he's like, well, he's here because his dad's Brazilian, and his mom was a German missionary that came. And in my head, I was going 1970s. He's an adult man. Let's roll back when his mom could have possibly
Nazi love child.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. That's what I was like. It sounds like his mom was came over to South America.
Fraulein.
Yeah, with some other people. Maybe.
But so so Carl Bruger tries to go to Akakor with Tatanka, doesn't make it, comes back and decides to write a book anyways.
Yeah,
It's that, like,
it's the search for Akakor. It's not the finding of Akakor. It's the search.
yeah, but
for
still,
Akakor.
like it's like why would we write a city about it? Why can you write a book about a city you've never been to?
Well, it's like Tatanka or Gunter, aka Gunter, was
No, it's
like
Tatanka. He's Tatanka.
Tatanka.
Yeah, Tatunka.
He relayed to this thing that he's read about the legends of this city, and so, but like according to the legend, this lost city, and which was like not only just the singular lost city, there were multiple, apparently 13 of them. Akakor, and then there's another like sister city called Akahim, which is one that's specifically mentioned, and they're described in a written text, even though most South American cultures didn't actually have like written text. They had like pictograms. But anyways, you had like they trace back the history to like 10,481 BC, which is also the roughly around the time of a disaster described by the sleeping prophet Edgar Cayce in some of his channelings that he had done, and from some of those descriptions. And so these cities that were apparently constructed by aliens from another solar system, essentially, like they're constructed by these extraterrestrials, and they were apparently all interconnected by a massive underground tunnel system.
Dope.
Cool.
And so, like, which are all of these things are described by, Eric von Daniken,
as
like Madame
fucking-
Blavatsky, like all of
Tatanka's
these
describing this in 45-degree weather, 110% humidity, hiking through the jungle to Gruber.
110%.
So
They're wading through the air. He's macheting the air. And he's like, oh yeah, there's tunnels of gold, baby. You wait till you see it. And it just gets to the point where he's like, I'm going to die in the jungle. We have to turn
Which,
back.
in fact, many people fucking did. Like, that's my favorite part about this story is that book comes out, and I guess there's like this like craze during that time of like expeditions. People are like, fucking this, that book sold well. They're like, I gotta go find this Akakor. I want to be the one to discover the city of gold. Right? I gotta be the guy. I want my name attached to that. So people start hiring Tatanka to take them to Akakar.
He's like, oh yeah, I can do it.
Yeah,
I'll so use this
I'm the
city.
number one tour guide in all of the world. Takes them.
No
and-
bad reviews.
They fucking die. Like 3 or 4 different people that Tatanka personally.
They don't die, Andrew. Don't mislead
Sorry,
people.
they go missing
They
in the
never
fucking
come back.
jungle.
And
They just
they're
don't come
never
back.
seen of again.
Like literally.
He's just murdering people in the jungle. That's what's happening. This guy's a serial killer.
He's a serial killer.
No, there's a lot of things in the jungle that can kill you, right?
But they don't
Yeah,
Okay,
including
okay.
fucking Hans Gruber, aka fucking Tatanka, that's taking you to the bush.
They're like,
Literally, like there's like 5 or 6 different people that hire this guy that die, including finally the author. In the end, the guy who wrote the book was like, "Fuck it, it's been a decade. I got to be the guy. I wrote the book. I got to be the guy that goes out there and does it." And before he's finished planning his trip, he gets fucking popped, like Dan was saying.
Yeah,
They do
Carl-
say though, part of the book, they talk about the fact that there are people that guard Akakor, and if you get close, they'll kill you. So
yeah, and I guess they're like, Chief.
as with most ancient cities. Yeah.
Chief Tatanka. And he's like, dispatch this man.
yeah.
There you go. Keep his bags.
So he's
Yeah.
a serial killer, is what you're saying.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
of the
Tatanka.
people, like he had been working as a guide for decades, for people out there, like leading people on these Amazon tours to go
To their
and
death.
People
search.
to their death.
yeah. That's what
Well, it's like
happened.
of those people,
He's
they said
so
specifically.
lucky this is fucking years before Yelp, or else this guy would not get a single person hire him. There
I
would
think they
not
said
be
at least
anybody.
three people he took on trips between 1980 and 87 never returned. And they did.
If you don't come back, though, you can't leave a bad review.
Well, apparently forensic investigators actually found the skull of what they identified
Yeah,
as
they
one
found
of
it in
the missing
Tatunka's
tourists.
closet.
They found it in the rainforest. And so, like, I don't know. It's there is a general, I think there is a general, consensus that it's probably Tatunka had either perhaps murdered these people to
Yeah, it's like,
either
make sure you bring all your money with you to
Yeah.
give a sacrifice to the gods.
Yeah,
Like,
this
that's
is
part
where-
of it. Bring
no,
all
this-
your earthly possessions.
This is where Hitler was hiding after he escaped South America.
I just love
And
the
then
thought
everyone who
of
got close to
Nazi
Hitler
gold.
was
This is-
murdered.
This is pre-internet, so you're like, I need a local guide, and they're like, well, we can set you up with a local guide. How does the chieftain Tatanka? He's actually the chieftain of this place, and the chieftain's gonna escort. Yeah, the chief Tatanka is gonna escort you. Then you show up, and it's Gunter, and you're like, whoa, and he's got a thick German accent. You'd be like, all right, and he's like, you're the
It
chief.
seems legit.
Yeah, you're the.
So what you're telling me is you're a chieftain of a golden city that you choose to leave, and you don't have any of this gold with you, and you're not rich, but you're gonna take me there. Okay, yeah,
And he's
sure.
like,
makes sense.
here, walk in front of me.
Yeah,
But like Braden said, like there is some, I guess, like there's a general consensus that it is that he was identified, or is reportedly identified by German federal police
as a suspect.
that his name was Gunter, that he was the known person Gunter Hawk of Coburg, Bavaria, who had apparently fled to Germany in the 80s to avoid alimony payments for divorce.
To avoid war crimes.
Chieftain McShitty.
And they kind of identified him as because he had taken on that alias Tatanka, because in the divorce proceedings, apparently the court had noted that Hawk went by the nickname Tatunga Nare, which is suspiciously close to Tatanka Nara, the name that he was using in Brazil.
I'm just saying, taking on a nickname like that now you're getting in trouble. Like if I came out tomorrow, I was like, from now on, I am Tatanka. Like,
Tatunga.
no,
Yeah.
Why
no,
not?
you're not.
I think you can do it. You can identify as Tatanka.
I look like a Tatunga.
I mean, you look more like a Gunter, but
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't, whether he may or may not have murdered those people. I always feel like it's one of those things, because remember we did the Taos, like those the Taos caves or whatever, and it was like Eric Von Daniken taking that guy, like taking them out on a tour, and like, we can't find the caves. Like, I know exactly where the caves are, but we can't find the caves.
The discs.
We know exactly where the caves are. And
Getting
it's
back
like
to
we
discs.
go all the way out there, and then they're like, "Oh, I couldn't find the caves or whatever." It's just, oh, it moved. I don't like. It's a giant city. It's like, where did it go? But yeah,
hilarious.
it's something that cities of gold are always going to be something mysterious that I've always. I mean, it was a motivation for tons of exploration that got done during that period. Also
Led to a lot of death.
lots of genocide. Yes, lots of genocide.
Little
Also a lot of
genocide.
sex, yeah. As all those things, but yeah, I know the Akakor thing was crazy because I looked into that. I was like, oh man, that's a whole thing by itself of having this dude taking these people out there, and either there was. I think because I believe a German investigative crew went out there and like kind of with the intention of either like exposing Tatunga as a fraud or whatever, and they were like there was like an entire hour-long documentary about it, and the they were asking him questions, and there was like obviously like he was like not. Like a lot of conflicting information that he would throw
German,
out.
He's like, Tatunga don't speak German.
Yeah,
Brazilian.
yeah.
They're Brazilian.
So then but they were saying that like he had a lot of conflicting information that he would put out there, and then sometimes just like not answer
Guy's
questions.
100% a murderer.
So I mean,
Without
these
a
people
doubt.
could have.
He's a killer.
These people may or may not have been like maybe people are saying that maybe they had. Come away with him, obviously like this guy's a fraud, we're going to expose him. And then those people just ended up going missing. I was like, I don't know if it's somebody that you were like slightly skeptical with, like maybe not go into the Amazon jungle with them. Cause it's like, it wouldn't even have to really like actively kill you. He could just leave,
Listen, if you-
He could just like get one of those fucking poison dart frogs on a stick and just like put it on your neck.
If
it just
someone,
leave
You
in
also
the
gotta be the
jungle,
type of person
like-
that believes
Yeah.
that there's gonna be some fucking magical golden
yeah.
city. Like,
just if you find yourself online and you hear about an expedition to a golden city led by a Tatunga, and you show up and it's just an old
Well, like,
German
you guys
man.
wouldn't be 100% sold. You'd be like, I'm Indiana Jones. Like, I'm going, Like,
no.
If we all went, it's
I
different.
won't even
Yeah,
go
but then-
camping.
but
You want to
then
go to
the
the
bad guy is
Brazilian
the guy
jungle?
who's- The bad guy's the one leading the expedition. I mean, cut your losses.
You'd be
Not
like,
happening.
listen,
we're
I've
gonna
seen
go,
enough
we're
movies.
gonna
I
go
know.
punch Nazis in the face. The Nazi Golden City. We're gonna punch Nazis, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm sold. I'm looking. Oh, here we go."
I would.
And it comes with
I'd
a
be 100%
complimentary
the
fedora
guy
and bullwhip.
fucking holding the cross, crying as I get impaled by a fucking booby trap spear that comes flying from the fucking roof.
Yeah, I'm just more scared of the jungle in general than some fucking random German guy.
Actually, I'd make it like 2 miles in the jungle. I'd be like dead. Like just.
Some type of fucking like poisonous centipede
Oh, yeah.
or fucking snake's gonna get you.
I've seen arachnophobia. I know that shit where it's giant fucking spiders.
Drain
I
your
didn't
whole
even think of the spiders.
drain your whole fucking body
Goddamn
No.
spiders.
in a banana crate or whatever the fuck they
Indiana
got.
Jones is so fucking cool. He's so cool.
Turn around to the spiders. It's tons of spiders.
So
It's all
cool,
spiders.
man.
Or scorpions and Predator. I just watched Predator on the weekend. Yeah, he's like, yeah, turn around. Fucking pulls the scorpion off a collar with his back. It's like that's one thing I learned about from watching movies in the 80s and 90s is that the
turn
bugs are
around.
constantly crawling on you.
You
Poisonous
can just
insects
talk
are
and you can just talk. to them.
arachnids.
have we ever found anything similar, like close to a like a golden city anywhere? Or is it always just kind of like a fabled myth?
I've been meaning to tell you this all these years.
Today on Alien Theorist Theorizing, we will reveal.
I've been holding on to this my whole life.
Yeah. If you
And
want
there is a secret city just outside Kelowna, British Columbia.
He's gonna take us there.
And if you personally pay me $35,000, I will take you there.
Is this in the?
Are you
Mines
the
or
are you
whatever?
the
Is this
chieftain
mines?
of this golden city?
I am the chieftain
Ah,
of British
and
Columbia.
And what's
Yeah.
your chieftain name?
It doesn't matter.
Zazunga.
I'll change it every time someone asks.
Zazinga.
Zazinga. Zazinga. But yeah,
You have
$35,000.
to flash them-
I will
you have
take.
to flash them the secret
I will take you to the
hand signal.
ancient hidden city.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the name of it,
Yeah.
obviously on here, but
You have to give him the secret hand
I've
signal.
been
They'll
waiting
kill
the
you.
whole podcast. In 9 years we've been doing this to finally
It's like
tell you
Tomb
about
Raider
it.
shit.
A Golden City, but other than that, Golden
Other than
City,
that one, no, I'm not sure of any other ones. No. Actually, personally.
I mean, but the interesting thing is with technology to developing the way, like we've all heard of, like, you know, them using LiDAR now, and you're finding these tons of these cities, if not
Insane amount.
not on, like, some of them are not necessarily undiscovered, but like you see that these cities or these structures like spread out way more and are way more extensive than previously believed. I went down one rabbit hole of like looking at some articles about like how they found some of these cities, where it's like, yeah, you can take like they just take a whole bunch of geographic data, and they take a bunch of like old maps, and it's really neat, like what you can do now with like all of the data that you can have aggregated into one place. And it's like they're taking whole entire like bodies of water into account. They're like, okay, it's like this, and like, you know, we have old maps that, you know, have rivers, and you know, most of the explorers would have used rivers and bodies of water, major bodies of water, as landmarks, and they can take these things and then feed them in to their, you know, to their maps or their mapping software, and then like kind of go around and be like, yeah, this is where there would be the most likely location of this city that is described but has never been found in, you know, ancient texts or accounts of like missionary accounts of being like, okay, this is like where they said there was a certain city. And not only that, like we have drone technology, you know, readily available now. So it's like you have archaeologists out there flying around drones and, you know, mapping out
I feel
these
like a
places
Golden
that
City
were
would be
large.
hard to miss.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. It's like that's the
Unless
thing
it's
is like,
buried.
well, no, it's like it doesn't take that long
You mean
for the
archaeologists
jungle.
flying around with drones?
Yeah, they're flying
Like,
around with
are they
drones.
even wearing a fucking leather jacket and got a cool
Yeah.
hat and a whip?
They do.
They're not even called archaeologists anymore, right?
Oh, they're fucking lame. I'm so
Just a bunch of
disappointed.
video game junkies. That's all they are.
It's something. Okay.
Sucks.
But no, it doesn't. It actually doesn't
world's
take
crushed.
that long for like the jungle to reclaim like structures that aren't properly
Not at all.
maintained. Yeah, like I mean, there's still tons of stuff. Like all of the, you know, your Chichen Itzas and stuff like those places, they were completely covered in.
Buddy, my front
jungle
lawn is reclaimed
vegetation.
like kids' toys.
Yeah.
It's been out there for a couple months. They're gone now. They're part of my yard.
They're part of the
They'll
yard.
never come back.
Yeah.
The water table gone.
No, it's man, it's crazy because if you just had one of those pyramids, like there's hundreds of pyramids now in like that Mayan peninsula. But pretty much they look just like a natural hill after how long? 50 years?
What wasn't it?
100
Chicken
years
pizza?
maybe? Chicken
Wasn't
pizza.
chicken pizza was just like a fucking hill.
It was a
Yeah.
complete. It was taken over by the jungle, and it was just like a hill. That's it. They didn't even know what it was. And then there was like someone just like stumbled across like a piece of the corner of the pyramid that kind of like it sloughed off. They're like, oh, that looks kind of man-made, and they started like digging it out, and they're like, oh shit, this is a fucking pyramid.
This whole hill
Crazy.
is like a fucking pyramid.
And not just a pyramid, like a marvel of the world, like just hidden in plain sight. Same with Teotihuacan.
Yeah, and there's still ones that aren't even like, they have ones that are still covered in jungle, or they're, you know, they're also in the territory that you can't go into.
Well,
'cause
that
of,
yeah,
you know,
that LiDAR
gorillas.
stuff that you're talking about, Dan. Like they've now like what there used to be think, oh, there was just like a small little settlement here. Now they realize like maybe 200,000 or 300,000 people would have lived in this area.
Mhm.
It's like cities just swallowed up, and all that was left was just a few mounds and a little bit of rubble. And they're like, oh, there must have been something here. And now we know, like, oh wait, the whole like Amazon and that whole area might have been home to like millions and millions of like native people of that time. 95% dead.
Yeah, so
insane.
maybe it's still out there, and we just have to keep looking
Jungle swallowed it up, man.
and hire another Tatunganara.
And then you also die.
Hire another German native guide to take you out into the jungle.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
I mean, if we're being fair, the Germans know that area really well.
Yeah.
All right.
They're all
A
over
few-
South America.
A few did escape. That's not a conspiracy. There's full fucking German settled villages still there to this day. Wild. It's cool though. Yeah, so if you want to visit the secret city of Zell, that's what I'll call it. You just let me know,
Send an email.
and you will not come
Bring
back.
cash.
Payment
Bring-
upfront.
cash up front.
cash.
No, yeah, cash only,
Cash or sapphires.
or just
Topaz.
gem. Yeah, topaz.
Topaz.
Sorry, topaz.
Yeah,
yes,
take
topaz.
Pure topaz.
Yeah.
Size of my fist. Did they come that
Where do
big?
you even get? I have no idea.
Oh,
Where
is
do you
it-
get that?
Well, gotta find out. Biggest
Those
topaz.
Australian topaz mines.
Biggest topaz in the world is
Pretty
13.67 pounds. Pretty big.
That's
That's
pretty
big.
big.
That's big.
31,000 carats.
Pretty big.
That's a lot of carrots.
Let's take a Google image of that. Oh yeah, it's big. It's like the size of a basketball.
Yeah.
a
So
lot
if
of
you get that,
topaz.
get that to Zell, and he'll take
So
you to
that's
the
what I
Golden City.
need.
Yeah.
That unlocks the door to the Golden City.
Right.
Value of this topaz is the Imperial
$75.
topaz is the most valuable topaz. It's in Russia.
What makes it imperial?
It's in Russia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imperial topaz gemstone, owned by a Russian czar and his family. Price per carat, $500 to $20,000 per carat. And this one, what did I say? It was 60,000 carats. So do the math.
Holy shit!
What?
Oh.
That seems
Who was talking
expensive.
about
Crazy money.
topaz?
I mean, it's cheaper than, much cheaper than a pure diamond. Like a good
Yeah.
Still,
Sure.
some ballin'
That's a
ass
big fucking-
topaz.
topaz the size of your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not quite
Is
as
it
big
like
as
cut?
Brayden's
Is
head.
it like what is it like?
Yeah, it's cut. It's like actual like formed stone.
Fun.
Cool. Anyways, there you go. That's the price. See the
Yep.
Golden City.
Giant
More you
topaz
know.
the size of your head.
And you have to sign a waiver too in case something happens.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Well, obviously, dangerous things happen in the
we're
jungle.
we're in,
so.
And
we're
then-
in fucking
In the
Bigfoot
jungle
territory up here.
of
Yeah.
There's
There's
bears,
Bigfoots.
super pigs.
Super. Yeah.
A lot can go wrong.
Yeah.
let's go.
There's literally bears outside my house right now eating garbage.
Yeah, there's one. I just
just got
got,
the
I just
alert
got
on
an
my
alert. There's
fucking-
a bear in my yard. There was the biggest bear poo I've ever seen, and it was stacked up perfectly. It went 2 logs and then crossed 2 logs and then
Wow.
crossed 2 logs. I was like, did he build that? Like what?
He built a log cabin.
I was like, what's going?
It's impressive.
That's
It was
impressive.
unbelievable.
Did ancient
believe it.
aliens build this poo log?
On season
it was-
19 of Ancient Aliens.
No, it's 26
They're-
now.
Is it
They're-
26?
yeah.
It's like 20.
Yeah,
it's
they're
20
running
something,
out of
almost
stuff.
30.
The show's been
It's
on for
almost 30.
26 years.
No, they do
26
two
seasons.
seasons a year.
A year.
Holy fuck!
They're running out of stuff now. 'Cause now they'd be like, well, you the bear.
Honestly, the first like 5-6 seasons of
running
that
out
show
of
was
things
great.
already?
It was great, and then they just kind of really started to lose
They're
it.
running out of stuff already.
No, man, they still got. They
I was
still
gonna
got
say,
stuff to go.
next thing you know, they're gonna be talking about golden cities or something.
Well, I think we're on episode. We're on. We're also on like season like 15 of Oak Island. Still haven't found anything.
Yeah.
Listen,
like
we know it's
some-
an. We
like
know
I
it's an
said,
island.
No, it's
when
an
is
island.
when is UFO Cowboy season 2? Because they're getting stuff. They're finding
yeah,
shit.
they're fine.
Yeah.
They found the gates of hell.
Wait till
They found the most
episode
I've ever
2.
seen in one episode. They found everything actually. Amazing.
We're just waiting for Skinwalker Ranch to get that.
They could literally remake every single one of those shows, but just add fucking cowboys.
Yeah.
Brand new, fresh
I think
fucking
might-
theme.
when's
Done.
might be what they're
I need to see
doing.
when season
Fucking
2.
cowboys on Oak
Cowboys.
Island.
Might be what they're doing.
I need to listen to that Cowboys. The fuck. What is the name of the show? I can't even remember right now. It's the
UFO Cowboys.
UFO Cowboy. Yeah, I need to
So
listen to
good.
that theme song.
Skywalker Ranch.
It got
Good shit.
rated when this season.
All right. Well, if you don't know where to go by now to support your boys, your favorite podcast, you got to go to alientheorist.com. You hit the support tab. Patreon, we've talked about it. If you want to sign up for Patreon, that's fine up to November. But after that,
Get on it.
you can still sign up,
Supercast.
but you have to sign up off the desktop. If you go download off the App Store, you're going to get dinged. Well, I mean,
Well, you
we're
don't
going to get
dinged.
dinged.
We
We're
get
gonna get
dinged.
Yeah.
When you think you're donating to us, you're really donating to Big Apple. Tim Apple.
Yeah.
That
Tim
motherfucker.
Apple.
Yeah, so don't do that. Supercast or Patreon on desktop are your best bets. This week we got some beauties who supported in the show. We got Jesse DeVos, Scott Wilson Smith, Markle Jordan, pretty sure related to Michael,
Markle Jordan. I
Markle
like it.
Jordan, and
Yeah, let's go,
Jordan
Markle.
Petit. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Bunch of beauties.
Yeah.
And as we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes on the skies.
See you in after hour. I gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
Keep it going.
After hours, we gotta
Dan,
pee because we didn't take a break.
We take a break.
Season 2 of UFO Cowboys just came out 3 days ago.
Oh my god!
Listen to
I know
the
what I'm
episode
watching.
titles.
Okay.
Listen to the episode titles, Dan.
Yeah.
Return of the Skywatchers.
Awesome.
Oh, Sky
Alien
Watchers.
Markings.
Awesome.
Child of the Corn.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Rodeo in the Sky.
Uh,
Man Without a Mouth.
oh,
Alien Reckoning.
oh my god, I can't wait.
It's good.
I know what I'm watching on fucking Friday.
Oh
working
my
from
god!
home.
Listen. Okay, listen to the. I gotta give you the description. The description of the season finale is: after proving the existence of the creature in the cornfield, the unusual activity in southern Arizona increases. The Cowboy Skywatchers split up their team as they find themselves in a hunt back into the cornfield.
I'm trying to. Oh, that's right. They did have the part where they saw the little hand come up over the crater. Oh my god! Fuck! I totally forgot. I need to watch the fucking ends of the couple episodes. In.
God damn!
Oh my god!
Can't wait.
Oh, that show is so funny. Ah, god damn it! They're such.
We should do a live watch along.
These are the same people. The same people made this show that made Mountain Monsters. So it just makes every sense that I'm like, I love this show because I love Mountain Monsters, and that show was fucking bonkers, super, super crazy. Oh,
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
Yeah,
Like
we should-
I know it's, I mean, you have to know this, like, it's not 100% real, but
Is it-
it's
what?
it's cinema verite, and it's like you can get
It's a documentary. Is what it is.
Yeah, documentary. But I don't know, just watching it is just so goofy, and it's like, oh, they like. Did you watch the whole season? The first season? Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
watch
it was
it? Oh yeah,
fun.
and the one guy just like turns up fucking naked, like that whole fucking deal was
It
was
was
insane.
some of the best TV I've seen in so long.
Yeah, I was like, I need to second season, need to watch it. So now, yes, I have to watch
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I got nothing to do at work tomorrow too. I'll be in cells.
Man, I wonder if they got a new theme song for the second season, or if they kept the old one.
Oh, no.
It's written by the same guy who did the Mountain Monsters second theme song. He's got two songs, and it's like,
It's gonna be phenomenal. Can't
I
wait.
can't wait. Yeah, and they can proving the creature in the cornfield. I honestly thought it was gonna end up being like an emu or something, like they're on an emu farm, like next to an emu farm or something.
No, aliens.
No, it is
Monster.
aliens. Yes.
Yeah, this bear that's been potting around the neighborhood.
Pooping in your yard.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that poo. I wish I would have taken a picture. It was, you guys would have been impressed. It looked like
Right.
someone stacked the poo
Oh,
like in my front yard.
talented.
It was
bear.
like it looked like a little poo tower. I was like,
Mm.
like,
It's a talented
unbelievable.
bear. You know.
So what'd you guys do for 9/11 this year?
I was surprised by the.
I made some towers in the
Yeah.
backyard.
Nacho
got
towers?
my
Jenga
daughter to
towers?
knock them down.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was kind of surprised that not that much like September 11th stuff this year. It kind of felt not as much things.
I think it's fallen off.
I mean, it's like they
It
did
is.
have the, they
There's
had all
too
the
much going
go to the
on this year to
memorials.
really do
Yeah.
much for it.
Yeah.
They had all the living presidents show up at the things, but they did. I mean, they had their memorial services and stuff like that. But I feel like it wasn't as many, like as a big a deal as it kind of used to be, which is it's interesting. I can't believe it. It's just like it's been so long. What was that? I saw some post about somebody being like, now they're, they remember being, asking your parents like what it was like during Vietnam War or whatever, asking your parents, and now kids are coming up, like have school projects to be like, where were you on September 11th? You're like, holy shit. Like, yeah, I guess it is a huge defining a historical event that you lived through.
I didn't have any
So
of
it's
those projects as a kid.
What should I ask your parents about
Yeah.
something? Yeah. It's just like, asking like where you were when JFK got assassinated or something, like it's like asking them
Not
those
alive.
kind of questions. Oh, not you.
Not
Yes.
alive.
We're like
Dance.
where were you when Zellers closed?
I was actually in Zellers. Kick me out.
Like,
Zeller's
those are the
fucking
ones we-
rad.
Zeller's ruled,
Is it?
man.
Yeah.
Do you
The
remember
clothes
the
ones?
last shop you had at San?
I was watching it.
San.
Yes, I do. Sand store, the one in Rutland.
San. Yeah, I
store.
remember San.
On
Yeah.
Highway
they all-
33. I got an fucking Alley Viper G.I. Joe.
Yeah, San was great.
Was there a sand store in West Kelowna?
I don't think so.
No, I was in Kelowna somewhere.
Yeah, it was
You guys-
Highway 33.
You guys came all the way into
Oh,
fucking
you know what?
sand
There was
store?
one down Pandosy by IGA too.
Oh no, actually, I think there was a San store in that West Side part.
I was gonna say you fucking guys.
No, it
would
was.
come
I
all
think it
the
was
way out
the
to
San
the hood.
store was in the Save On parking, that little
So
shopping
it was a
center.
sand store. Do you buy sand there?
No, I'll show you.
No,
again.
Sand.
SAAN, I think it was.
Yeah, sand store.
San. It was just some shitty little fucking.
No, it's dope.
Yeah, hold on.
Sand store was
Was it
dope.
like a dollar store? Is it
No, it was like
It was like a clothing
it was
store. Look,
No,
it
there's
had
toys there.
it had unbelievable street.
Discount.
Yeah.
It was a Canadian
Dan.
chain of discount department stores.
Oh, okay. Okay,
It's almost like a
San.
Winners, you know?
gotcha.
It
little
was
bit
kind of like
everything.
Winners, actually.
Yeah.
San is short for Surplus
words.
Army Air Force Navy.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
shit! I didn't
shit.
know that. That's good.
I didn't know that
Okay.
either. There we go.
Wow.
No wonder I bought so
Which
much
means,
dope ass camo in there.
Well, it's all garbage. I remember recently learning that like when they say military grade, they're just like it's good enough for the military, but that means it's like super shitty. Like they're like, oh, it's actually trash. Like it's military grade is not better than anything. It's actually
Well, that's
worse.
why they only sell them like after midnight on commercials.
yeah
Super HD glasses, military grade.
military
Yeah,
grade.
I bought those.
that
I
means
bought
it's
that like
garbage.
there was a Bell and Howell. I bought those Bell and Howell flashlights. My
Yeah.
buddy ran over his because there's.
Why would you ever buy anything on TV like that?
I don't know. It's funny.
It's because you get
I never bought
two.
it. He was
They
like,
they offer you
He
two
called-
more. You buy one
he,
now.
He
and they
called
get
the number, gave this Visa, and 2 flashlights showed up, and then
Yeah.
he ran
Magic.
his over, and it instantly broke.
two. Nice. Was that something they had seen on the infomercial?
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's like
oh,
run
okay.
over in the car, and they run over in the car, and it still works. And his did not. It broke instantly.
It broke. Yeah.
Instantly.
Did they? Was there like a warranty or?
No, we just laughed. I don't know if he ever
Get it
Tried to-
replaced.
get it replaced. It was like we had a good chuckle, good old belly laugh when it broke. They were like $30 probably for 2. But that, I mean, now I just shop at Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire is my go-to store.
That's your
right
store.
now. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you buy
Love
at
me
Canadian
some-
Tire?
Tires.
Dude,
You could buy
whatever you
anything
want.
at Canadian Tire.
Yeah, you
Just
can buy
tons of
whatever.
cool stuff.
Yeah.
You hit that little
Dude,
fucking the
cool
return
stuff.
the little
Is
return
that,
area.
is that
a
like their
good
brand
discount.
now? They're like, we're
Yeah.
Canadian Tires, but we sell
Listen,
everything funny.
telling you,
Like, or-
I'm making a bold prediction here. Within a year, we're buying groceries at Canadian Tire.
Yeah,
okay.
buddy, listen.
They're gonna.
Not only that,
They're so close. To, they're
you
so
go down to
like
Canadian Tire and get
couple
yourself
coolers.
one of those orange motherfuckers.
And you get the super Canadian tires where they
Well,
have
they
like,
are
the
building.
grocery
No,
stores in
Dan,
them.
now that you mentioned Super Canadian Tire, they are building a Super Canadian Tire where the old Costco was.
Right.
Yeah,
And
really?
they're going to put a
They
grocery
bought-
store
bigger.
inside it, right?
So we had
Like
a
grocery
local
section?
Costco that moved to a bigger location, but still had a
Right.
gigantic Costco warehouse,
Of course. Yeah.
which Canadian Tire bought and
tore
tore
down.
it down to
Oh.
build another giant warehouse. It didn't make
Wow.
any sense.
Slightly larger, like a slightly
So
larger
stupid.
one.
I don't think it's going to be any bigger. They just
Oh,
tore it
it's
down.
like this, they just tore it down and then put it back together.
They're like, Canadian Tire will never step foot inside a real Costco. We shall shred this Costco to the ground and build our own Canadian Tire.
Think
building.
about the money they could have saved.
Millions of dollars.
It's insane. to me.
Millions.
I know.
yeah,
Like,
but
what
they
the
got to
fuck?
retrofit it so they can have their Canadian Tire produce section right beside the tires.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
produce section
It
in
had
Costco.
Costco.
It had fucking.
Costco is Super
Yeah.
Canadian
They
Tire.
had
That's
to
all it
move-
is already.
It was on the
I
left
know.
side. They had to move it to the right side.
Costco's. I just bought a Costco Black membership.
Hey, me too. You finally got conned into it?
I finally did. Well, I didn't
Yeah.
get caught.
What does it get you?
So what
Nothing.
happens? So I've been using the JZL, my dad's company's card.
Oh,
So he's been getting all the
wow,
points for
oh
years.
My God.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
What
So
do Costco
fi-
points even do for
Privileged,
you?
Your privileged rich son, eh? Using the black, your daddy's black membership.
No, it wasn't a black. It was the business card. It's not even the black one. It's just the
Oh,
regular
okay.
one.
All right.
Now you got the black
I thought you were
signature
using
one.
the black.
The business one is just you can have like up to like 20 people on the account or whatever.
Oh, what?
So they've been getting my points. So I was like, you know what? pretty
I want my
much exclusively shop for groceries at Costco. I spend thousands of dollars a year, and you get cash back with it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So on
And it pays for your membership first. I
my
think.
projected cash back, I did the math with the guy. He's like, how much you spend that year? I was like, probably like fucking $6-7 grand. He's like, are you gonna get $400 back?
Sweet. Sold.
So I was like, and
Well,
then
paid for your membership.
well, yeah, your membership
then some.
$100, but then even more because if now we have the Costco gas bar, so you save 7 cents a liter if you shop there, and that adds to your cash back.
You go all the way there to buy gas, though.
No, I'm not going. If I'm close-ish, I'll go, but I'm not. I don't drive
did
out of
you-
my way to go there.
You know what I learned with Costco Black membership? They free delivery.
You get free delivery. You get access to the home insurance and
What?
business insurance and
How
all
much
that
does
other
it?
stuff.
How much does this black card cost you?
$120 a year or something.
So it's $20 more, and they deliver your food.
No, you can't get food, but like all your like non-perishable stuff, which is huge for me, like baby wipes, diapers, and shit.
Is it like a lot cheaper at the baby wipes and stuff?
The
It's
black
not
the black
cheaper.
card doesn't really save you money on the Costco price.
No, I'm talking about just Costco in general. Because like, here's the thing:
Yes, Costco.
I have a Costco card. I've never shopped at Costco because every time I try to go, I drive in the parking lot and I'm like, nope, can't do it. Gotta
Yeah,
go.
but if you're buying a pack of baby wipes at say a regular grocery store, it's going to cost you whatever $30-$40. You're going to spend $40 at Costco, but you're going to get 3 times as many.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I've never been able to shop there because I go there and I'm like, this is fucking hell. I'd rather get kicked in the nuts repeatedly
Well,
than
you have
walk
to.
in this building.
You know when you go you go late on a weeknight. You go at
Everybody
like
says that,
7
but it's
30.
always fucking packed.
Not on a
Always.
weeknight. I'm telling you, I know exactly when to go. You let me know. We'll go together.
Is
All right,
the
I'd love
is
that.
the food
That would be
is the
good.
food court there have like the $1.50 hot dogs though? Like how much
Yeah,
does it
it's
cost
just-
for a
I
hot
think
dog?
I think the
$1.50.
Canadian one's $2.
It's
No,
$2.
it's $1.50.
$1.50.
It's a
Yeah,
dollar in the
$1.50.
states.
I just yeah, it's $1.50. Like
It's $1.50
I just
in
always
Canada.
remember the story of like the CEO like of Costco.
No, he said, "Well, I'll
being like,
fucking kill you if you try and raise the price."
yeah, it's like it's a hot dog. Like
And it's a
gonna
quote.
be
It's a
$1.50 forever.
recorded quote. He said, "I'll
Yeah.
fucking kill you
He's like,
if
I'll
you
just-
raise the price."
I'll
Yeah.
cut your throat.
He said that, really?
I don't think he said.
Yeah.
I think he said, "I'll kill you."
Yeah.
That's
I don't
good.
think
See,
he
that's
said how.
good.
Yeah, he's like, it's a
Well,
hot
let's
dog.
find out.
We
dude.
need
Like, a
to
hot
we need to
dog,
let
yeah.
we need to give fucking opportunity for these guys to speak on bigger platforms. Because like you see what the Lululemon guy said?
No.
Oh god, that Chip Wilson. I think his name's Chip Wilson. They asked him why he named it Lululemon, and he said it's because he wants Asian people to have to pronounce it.
He said it's
Okay.
funny.
Woo 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 women.
It's fucking.
All
I
right.
heard that. I actually heard that story too.
That's 100%. Yeah, it's like it's fucking crazy.
What did the
rich people are
CEO of
nuts.
Costco say about the hot dog price? During a luncheon that CEO W. Craig Jelinek said he approached Syndigo wanting to raise the price of a hot dog combo. We are losing our rear ends, Jelinek recalled, and he said, if you raise the price of the effing hot dog, I will kill you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Amazing.
They're just losing money on every hot dog. But probably what's going to happen is not going to raise money on the hot dog, but the hot dog is going to continue to shrink or be less real meat.
Yeah. You're just gonna your burps will become more and more savage.
It's going to really start repeating on you.
There's a guy eating a fucking Big Mac today at the station.
Okay.
No, you're
Not even the
close.
size of a fucking quarter pounder.
No, they're
Yeah, they're
tiny,
pretty
man.
small.
They're tiny now. They're little babies.
What did
Little
I
baby
see something
birds.
about McDonald's? Like McDonald's was coming out with like another burger, like a
The
better
Big Arch.
burger. Is that what it's called?
I saw the commercial today.
Is it it's just the original Big Mac? They're just
Yeah,
reselling.
original size.
Probably not even as big. Literally, I bet you it's not as
I think the
big.
Big Mac has shrunk like 40% since the original Big
small.
Mac.
That's fucking crazy.
And
How did
it's
they
go-
get
and
away
it's
with
gone
this
up in
shit?
price 500%.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
No,
Going to McDonald's is like it's like $12.
Dude,
for
there's
just,
nothing
like,
more frustrating.
flying
Like I
burger.
get that you got to raise prices with as the economy all grows together through inflation. Sure, you got to raise your price 2, 3, 4%, whatever. It's when you shrink, also the shrinkflation, where you, if it used to be $5, now it's $6, but now that $6 is
less
also
stuff.
20% less. Come on, where does it end? Eventually, are we just eating like this little bits, just like tiny little things?
Yeah, it's
little
like
bits.
fucking
You
what's it
little
called? It's
bitch.
like Demolition Man. There's everything comes in the little pill form.
Yeah, the little Taco Bell.
Little pills.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could just eat a meal and it was like the consistency of like a delicious muffin, but it had all my vitamins and nutrients and protein and everything, I would eat it.
No, I love food too much.
Yeah, but I would eat it.
something
I
that
love
was
food too,
like-
but I would eat it if that was a thing.
Yeah, if it were like if it contained all of your all of
Everything.
your daily nutrients, I'd be like, yeah, I'd eat it. If it were the consistency of at least like a mushroom, like I'd be fine. Like I'd be like, if it tasted like shiitake mushroom or something like that,
No, I need like a little muffin, a little cake. I need a little.
I need
cake.
a meal.
I don't know.
I don't know whatever happened to me, but food is like I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten dinner yet because like I could have had like a quick little snack upstairs before but no, I need to sit down and have a meal and enjoy it. And just I don't know why.
I haven't enjoyed a meal in 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I have to.
Mine's probably military because we would just like you would eat fast, like you don't even taste the food. You're just
No,
like,
but
it's
I
food.
eat fast.
You're just-
I have to eat fast at work, and I have to eat it in I have to finish my food at work in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'd be like,
My-
I
my
ate food.
dad-
I
my
was just
dad
like, it's just
eating-
food. It is nutrients.
My dad meals now
Consume.
consist of me trying to eat with one hand, feeding a baby who just throws food with the other, and then dealing with a daughter who, because I'm
With your
feeding the
foot.
baby, wants me to also feed her, and that's my meal.
I love to
Sucks.
fucking figure it out. I eat when I'm there. I'll sit there and eat, and they can sort it out. If they're hungry later, fuck them.
Well, my baby would
Uh,
maybe die.
Your baby
My
doesn't eat?
No, he eats.
Hmm.
But you gotta feed him. You gotta get the stuff on his plate. You gotta do all.
Oh
that.
yeah. You play it. You still get to eat though.
Yeah, but I eat with one hand. I'm not enjoying my meal. I'm eating, but I'm doing all this other stuff. I don't get to sit there and be like, oh, this is a delicious meal.
Oh fuck! I know. I make their food, sit them down, they eat, and then I eat my meal.
I probably
Oh,
have a
dude.
problem. I have a difficulty like eating anything without watching something now. Like I have to turn on a TV show or something like while I'm watching. Like I like the things I see these posts about people like, oh, I thought you all had to like eat with YouTube on was like a joke, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Like I have to turn on a TV show. Or something.
No, I have
I'm
to do I have to have something on with it. Like if I'm cleaning or anything, I have to have something on now.
Like I have to like I sat down, I was watching Predator 2 and I was eating like, it's like
I literally have fucking if I'm doing chores, anything, there's something in the background. Working out, there's something in the background.
I always have
I'm a junkie.
I got these little like loop earbuds. They like hook around my ears.
yeah.
I wear them everywhere.
Bone, yeah.
Yeah.
Bone
They're also my
conducting ones
they're
or
also
the-
my earplugs for work.
We're addicted.
They're noise canceling. I tuck them in nice and tight. I can go on the saws.
Yeah.
I can listen to a podcast at normal volume, but the table saw is full blast.
Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
now that they have like that fucking Pluto TV, man, like I turn that shit on. I just turn on the TNA wrestling channel and I just put that in the background. Just watching TNA wrestling all the time. Now. That's all it
kinda
is.
cool. Yeah, I always just rewatch HBO shows. But you know, what's really helped me though for my junkiness. I bought. Have you ever heard of the brick? Heard of that? I got one of those.
What's the brick?
It bricks your phone. So when I come home, I have to tap it on this thing, and it bricks my phone. So all I can do is like text and answer phones. I have phone calls.
What's that?
It's called Brick. It's awesome. I have one.
What is it
It's
called?
called
Like,
brick for
brick.
phones.
Yeah. And it literally like soon as when you come home, you tap it and it breaks your phone, and when you leave, you untap it so your phone's like normal. So I leave my phone normal for work, so I can be a little junky at work and.
Oh, so when you come home, you tap the brick.
Yeah, and it shuts down. You choose. You get at the beginning when you set your phone up. You choose which apps you want to be able to work and which you don't, which I do. And
Brick your phone. Get the brick.
Yeah,
I thought some phones had that as like a thing. Like that was a selling point for some phones, where you can just set a time of like where, like
I
there's
think
like an
they
off
like
time.
apps you can shut them down.
Oh,
This
it's
is
Might be,
$50.
it might be a kid thing.
this just
too.
dumbs it down for me because what I wanted to do is I tried to switch back to my flip phone, but
Sure.
the fucking SIM card is even smaller now, so it doesn't fit in the flip card anymore
You
or
know,
in the
those
flip
little
phone anymore.
cutters.
Oh, it says it's only for iOS. Well, I can't get it.
Yeah, it's awesome though. It's the amount of fucking like we watch movies and shit now, and I like watch the movie. I'm not fucking around. I'm not texting. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not
I always
scrolling.
make a habit of trying to leave my phone in the kitchen. So if I need it, if I'm going to look at it, I got to get up and go get it.
Well,
I
now
went-
Because if
doesn't
it's in my
matter.
pocket, I'm wasting my time on something.
If I want to fully enjoy a movie without my phone, I have to put it on while I'm walking on a treadmill. Like that's what I've been doing. I watched Aliens and like the original Predator, and it's like I just put it on while I'm walking. I get like 7 miles in while I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, that's good.
That's awesome.
As long as you're moving.
I'm just trucking. I try to do it like I
brick.
try to run while like they're running in the movie. Like you're just like Arnold Schwarzenegger's running from the Predator, and you're just like,
Yeah,
I'd be
immersive.
like, I'd be fucking dead.
Yeah. I don't run Arnold.
Dude, that fucking the handshake between him and Carl Weathers is so much better than you remember.
Forearm
If
shake.
If you haven't
There's no
watched
hands.
that movie,
That's forearm, buddy.
that, like, if you haven't, no, they fucking they could put their hands together. Like, it's like, no, they're like, boom. The sound effect and the whole thing of it is just like, if you haven't watched it in a while, like, it's way better than you remember it. It's
Oh,
like,
that's awesome.
dude,
They
you
fucking
son of
like
a
they
bitch.
grab and they like curl like a fucking.
Well, they arm wrestle. They're like,
yeah, that's
arm
what I mean.
wrestling.
Like, it's all forearm.
Oh, what's the CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Like, he's like, you never do when to quit. And fuck it, it's so good. And then it's just,
Rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
R.I.P. Carl Weathers. There's I just go back and watch that movie. It's like the part where they assault the guerrilla camp. I realized I was like, not a single person aims their gun. They're all shooting from the hip. 100%
Yeah,
of the
well,
time.
that's how you
And I'm
shoot
like,
big guns, Dan.
well, I'm like, yeah, that's how good they are. They just like
Goddamn
they don't have
fucking
to
80s,
aim.
pal.
They're just like, brr.
You don't have
You
to
got
aim.
freaking Carl Weathers has got 2 MP5s and he's just like
Awesome.
and it's just amazing.
He's
Just like,
fucking jacked.
Well, there's a brick
Huge.
app for Android. You can get the app for Android.
yeah.
That's kind of cool. I might look into that.
I'm being honest with you. You could do it without spending the money. This just is so dumb and mindless, and you just
Just makes it
literally
easier.
you like kind of like look forward to like clicking it on the thing. You know, it's like stupid, but it's like it's cool. There's some type of
Gives you like a little
gratification to it.
reward to it. Like, all right, I'm done with
Yeah.
this phone.
Yeah, you get like proud of yourself. You're like, oh yeah, I fucking bricked my phone. I can't wait to tell somebody.
You just told us.
Yeah,
And then you're like, let me go on Instagram real quick, send my friends.
didn't do it
Boys,
though.
but
But that's the thing. It's like I haven't, and you can't. The fact that you would have to get up and like unbrick it, the shame would be too much. You're just like you just don't do it. It's awesome. Big fan.
Well, I wouldn't work for somebody like Braden who has zero shame, so I don't like you have to have shame in the first place.
I am all shame.
I'd have
yeah,
the brick in my
ball
that's
of
what I'm
pocket.
saying. Yeah.
I'd have the brick in my pocket. I'd be like, my phone's bricked and unbricked.
If you want Andrew to do anything, you just have to shame him. And then he
Yeah,
can do it.
100%.
It's very,
I run off pure guilt.
Yeah,
That's
how about that
literally
green
everything
screen?
about me.
Setting that up sometime.
it's gonna be set up next time. There he goes. Yeah. We should just set up the green screen so he can like wear it like that and it'll look funny. And it's just like whatever's projected onto that green screen. So just have it there.
That'd be cool. I'll wear it like a Jedi robe.
Yeah.
I can't even find the brick app for that. I think I'm fucking reading something wrong. I think it is only for Apple.
That's weird. That's only for Apple. I don't think it says that on the
It's a
website.
cool idea,
Brick
though.
power bank sharing. That's something different. Yeah, there's the brick and then there's brick, which is like a power bank thing.
Go to get brick. It's called.
I'm on the App Store right now. Get brick.
Get brick.
Get brick. Get brick. Search. No, it's like get like Lego, Brick Breaker, Bricks and Balls,
Oh,
Brick
no,
Block.
go www.getbrick.app.
I went that, but it says iOS. It doesn't say.
Oh.
It's too bad because I actually probably would use that because I'm always wasting my time. Not that I'm wasting my time. It's the fact that now Nova understands the phone and says like, put the phone down.
Oh,
It's
And I'm like,
honestly,
Put the phone down, right? So I try and like hide the
yeah.
phone.
It says it. Our Android and iOS app is simple and user friendly.
Yeah, but-
Literally, that is exactly why I was like, crap. I was fucking around on my phone. And I like looked up and I'm like, I'm missing my children grow up. Like I gotta get rid of this.
Yeah, that's my more. Not that I really go on like do reels or anything. It's more like I just for whatever reason I'm checking emails for no reason.
You're a junkie.
I don't get any
That's
emails.
why. You're a junkie.
Oh, yeah.
I
like
sit
two-
there and I'll scroll and scroll.
I get like 2
and scroll for
emails
no
a day
reason.
that are maybe I need to respond to, but probably don't. Maybe 2.
I need
I'm
to
lucky.
be mandatory institutionalized, like they're gonna do in BC because I'm a phone junkie.
oh. I mean, we'll see if that actually happens.
It's election time. I don't trust anything.
But it's not even just the NDP. All the mayor. Did you not see the meeting with all the mayors today?
No, I know they all want to do it.
They're calling for it. Let's go.
But, we're just in an era. We're in an era
Yeah.
of precedent, right?
Andrew
So all
wants
this has all
them
happened.
to go to some sort of camp where they can concentrate on getting better.
Yeah. No, into institution.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a camp. I don't attend camp. There's no concentrating. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about get them in. Listen, I think that's why that guy was so mad at me, is because that's the one rant I went on. I was like, I think they need to bring back institutions, institutionalize all these fucking people. And now that it's finally that it's actually happening, I want to be like, suck it.
Yeah. How you gotta staff them though? I feel like that is like the worst
Staff
job. Like,
them?
how do you
Corrections.
staff the
Nurse?
institution?
Dude, nurses,
Corrections.
they're gonna
Nurses
be big
and
money in it.
corrections.
It's a whole
How
industry.
much are they?
man.
How much are they gonna pay them though? Like,
Good
Same.
money. There's
Probably
good
good
money in
money.
healthcare.
Half
Sure.
these jails are running
Yeah.
so empty. They're like not at capacity.
'Cause we don't put anyone in jail.
oh,
You see, they're gonna reform.
we need to
they want
outsource our
reform bail
prison
too.
thing.
Yeah, we could take a couple American prisoners up here. We got lots of
Ours
room.
are-
Listen,
no, who would do
privatized
all our
jails.
hard labor down here? Fucking-
Privatized jails. I'm in for it. Let's go.
I don't think we
down here it's like, what is it? They caught. I mean, they've caught multiple prisons doing this. Basically, like renting out. They rent out prisoners for
Great.
physical labor.
You get them doing
that's,
stuff.
That's slavery.
That's fine.
That
Don't do
is-
bad things.
Okay.
Don't go to jail.
I mean, yeah,
No, fucking right.
you're not wrong.
I don't give a shit.
No, I said you're not wrong.
Yeah,
It's don't do
everybody
bad
has a
things
choice
that
to
doesn't
make.
happen.
Do illegal things or not.
Yeah. You'd be totally fine if you don't. You don't like making license plates?
Don't go to fucking jail.
Well, they do get paid when they do some of those, but they were renting out people and not paying them. Like
Yeah, like five.
that's
what,
that's
10
they were.
cents a
It was
day?
like it is literally slavery.
That's fine. It's jail.
That's a great
You've lost
American
your rights.
tradition.
It should be shitty. It should be horrible. Get on a chain
Should be
gang.
horrible.
Let's go. Why are we giving these people GEDs? Give them a shovel.
Because so they can be productive once they get outside. It's
Do
about
they, though?
It's about rehabilitation.
Yeah,
It
and
should
all
be,
we do
and
is
not-
suffer from fucking repeat offenders here. That's it.
and
That's
there's
literally
that's
we had a
another-
repeat
that's a
offender.
systemic problem. So there's something else
Absolutely.
that's breaking
So,
down.
oh, so Billy Bob's got his fucking GED. It's not going to prevent him from doing any other fucking crimes when he gets out? I don't fucking think so.
He's like, no, he gets his GED, and then they go, hey. he's
Sorry,
got
I'm
his
a little
GED.
bit fired
Let
up.
him
I
out.
just fucking had to
Yeah.
plug fucking 8 holes in this poor lady that was sitting in her front fucking in the front of her house that got broken into
All
and
right,
stabbed
boys,
randomly.
I gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Okay, let's wrap this one up.
All right.
Okay,
Peace.
peace.
Peace, everybody.